Right.
Wow, that was quick. Okay, yeah, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to DG Game Night. I'm your Demon Master, Don Early. And tonight we've got a pretty full cast today. We've got Brian Lewis, who is not here, but is here. He decided to leave the room as soon as I hit go, so that's awesome. Chris Tubenthaler has returned as Vlad. Chris Piazza is helping us once again, production assistant. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Jimmy McMichael playing Deadeye. Deadeye Granny Deadeye.
Hello.
Matthew Hunt, back from the dead, or mostly stabbed.
It's a little crispy around the edges.
Yeah, yeah. Joining us all the way from Australia. And then we've got Sarah Moore joining us from Chicagoland. Brian Lewis, welcome.
I'm eating a burger.
Yeah.
Is it delicious?
Actually, yes.
Did you bring enough for the whole class?
Yep. Who's yours?
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
The technology is not there yet. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're still working on it. Okay, so I'm going to give a little bit of a primer about like how this works and what we're doing, and then I think we should recap the whole mission, and I'd like you all to kind of contribute to this recap, and then we'll get started. So this is DG Game Night. Tonight we're, and pretty much every time we play, we are playing Demon Hunters, a comedy of terrors at this point. This is the beta. It is available for pre-order and for free for download on at drivethrurpg.com. You can look that up, and the beta is out. That's what that is. And so tonight we're going to be playing that game. And Demon Hunters, of course, is a Dead Gentleman property where all religions and all the monsters and folklore, it's all true at the same time. And so that we have the secret society organization that's existed for thousands of years, sort of our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Can we get a clip from like Star Wars with Han Solo saying, "It's all true"?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, it's all true. And thank you, Matthew. Ah, he's printed it out even. That's great.
I have printed several copies.
I have like 5 copies for you or something sitting over here.
That's just of the leather bound. I think there's also the Gen Con and some other ones.
Yeah, well, the one you have right there is the Gen Con one. That's what this one is right here. And so I've got as many of these as you want, Matthew.
Well, I'll just get my wallet. And...
Yeah. Yeah, and so you, the audience, have the opportunity to participate. And if you're checking us out on YouTube right now, there is probably like a little block window down at the bottom that says "Be a part of the conversation." You can click on that, and it'll take you right to the Hangout, where there is a Q&A function, and you can type in questions or suggestions. Chris Piazza will keep an eye on some of those responses and prompt me to clear them if I'm not up on it. And you can, typically you would also be able to give commands to the Cipher. The Cipher, of course, is a team's essentially robot and access to all knowledge and surveillance. But in the last session, the Cipher kind of got knocked out by a giant EMP, thanks to some epic rolling and teamwork with Jack.
But we're totally
We'll get into that.
I find it hard to believe we didn't take steps to make sure the Cipher was okay.
Yeah, well,
we were
plot
busy.
device, John's not here tonight, so it just works. Yeah, Okay, so let's bring everybody up to speed. You guys got a mission at Pacific Northeast University in Massachusetts, and which is very confusing for Pacific and Northeast. And but you've determined that it's essentially our world's Miskatonic University, and so from there you land on campus. What happened? Take us through the events. Don't all jump in at once.
Well, we were initially responding to reports of a child getting their wish and funky things happening on campus, like leprechauns jumping out of cereal boxes, and this great new game that was sweeping the university, and attendance rates for classes were dropping off the face of the earth, and yeah, we all decided to turn up and scatter to the four winds to investigate these strange happenings. And the first big thing we all discovered was the cafeteria really sucked when it came to delivering fresh, hot quality food that doesn't bite you back.
That's right. You folks found yourself into the cafeteria where there were students and co-eds fleeing the scene, screaming, as food had assembled itself into some kind of animated monster and attacking people. And you determined it was indeed a food golem. Upon its demise and beating the gravy out of it, you find a partially singed note inside, which, for those of you who are in the know of rituals, is kind of the heartbeat of the golem. It's what sort of powered the golem itself. Does anybody have what was on that note?
I believe it was the name of the professor's daughter, or possibly the babysitter.
It said, "Dearest M, next level creation, Allie."
Right. Yeah. So you got a couple of names, you got some initials, and a little bit of a reference. You folks haven't really had much time to decipher that or think about or follow up on that much, because the next thing that happened is that your team leader arrived, Jack, and
Yes.
Matthew Hunt's character, which I don't have your email in front of me. What was his name again?
Gary Carter.
Gary, yeah, that's right. Had taken some injury, and you had taken him to, on the way to the campus infirmary, the campus nurse's office, and kind of got into a little shenanigans.
Yeah. I think what happened was that Jack tried to reestablish his dominance as the leader, and the way this particular character, Gary, Matthew Hunt, was not there. It was being played by Don, I believe, as an NPC, and he was really kind of snarky or something. He didn't really respect my authority at all, or Jack's authority. So Jack kind of took him down a few pegs, and essentially made him embarrassed to be even involved with the Demon Hunters, I believe, something about that.
Sure.
I think instead you tried to steal his wallet and failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was
yeah,
that?
that's right.
I
Yeah.
remember it differently.
That's how I
I remember
remember
it
it.
slightly differently, but yeah.
Let's not glaze over the fact that you were perpetrating some wrongdoing.
Was it? Oh, I don't think so.
At any rate, you left Gary at the infirmary. Some of you remember it as leaving him on the sidewalk.
She was really close to the infirmary.
Yeah, we like knocked on the door.
Totally fine.
They could have left a note that was like,
Never aware.
please help him.
With no wallet and no health insurance card.
Yeah, he's
Right.
fine.
Let the record show. He
Please
definitely had his
refill the
wallet.
blood.
I was not able to take it.
Yeah. So then what happened?
I think we went to the sorority house, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
My cat is laying on my notes, so I'm having a hard time.
Oh man, they are just lost forever. Oh my goodness.
Forever. Stop. Oh, God.
Let's see. We went to the sorority house, and I believe. What's your character's name, Sarah? Wen.
When?
So
Wayne
Wen.
himself.
Wen talked a good talk to some sort of sorority sister,
Mm-hmm.
and got access and knowledge of some sort of secret underground basement connected tunnel thing.
That's right.
Yeah. And we went through the tunnels. Did that happen? Or did we go somewhere else first? We went through the tunnel?
I think we went to the tunnels.
And we
Tunnels.
we ended up in like a computer lab?
Well, there was like a corridor with like several doors, and
Right.
They were not locked, I believe. After we gained access to the initial kind of like underground corridor area, and so
Not
we just
locked after we blasted them open with a gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So they are post not locked. They were locked.
Might as well not have been locked.
Right.
And,
They are still not locked.
That's true.
So yeah, someone last move with a gun because they did not want to wait around for when to actually pick the locks.
I tried.
And so we went through and we saw like a large area, gaming area. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we went into a building that like was I think there was something in front of the door, and then we went up the stairs and we saw this like very wide open space with like a huge LAN party, like where everyone was like engrossed in their video game, some sort of MMORPG sort of like thing, the thing that's sweeping the nation or whatever, at least this campus. And they were like hooked up, sort of almost intravenously or something like that, by tubes,
Yeah.
Wires.
wires and
Yeah,
stuff.
the computer was like alive, and it was like using them like little meat puppets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the computer lab from hell, and where the students were energy sources and also weapons, and so you fought the mass of writhing cords and dorks, and defeated the power source, and
Yep.
they essentially, I think they all got unplugged, if I remember.
Yeah.
And you kind of moved on from there as they were regaining their consciousness, if I recall. Did you? That's right. You tripped the fire alarm and the sprinklers,
Mhm.
and so the building was being evacuated. You decided to return to the tunnels, by thereby finding yourself a new tunnel, which eventually led to the pool.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a pool party.
We did. We had a fabulous pool party. There was margaritas and
Giant octopus creatures.
right. There was some sort of swim meet happening, and as soon as we got there, I guess there was some sort of inky black business emanating from the pool, and everyone was really scared. And I think there were some tentacles that were coming out, and like so, we were encouraging people to run away. And then we fought this pool monster.
With chlorine.
Yeah, well, yeah, with chlorine. Yeah, some of us got it actually in the drink, and then other people got. I think it was Doopy's character, Vlad. He grabbed basically all of the chemicals and just dumped them into the pool to try to make it like an inhabitable environment.
Right.
I do mixed drinks too.
Hence the margaritas.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with that outcome, I mean, I guess on the good side, you did at least defeat the tentacle monstrosity, but on the bad side, there are 3 bodies. And you were unsuccessful in saving the humans.
Yeah.
Well, we were successful in saving most of the humans.
You know, hey, take the wins as you can get them, for sure. And so from there, you decided to flee the scene.
We're good at that.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Give a lot of it.
Yeah, we don't have to stay and clean up all of the little stuff. We
Right.
get the big stuff, and then we move on.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
another
much
chapter.
Life comes in afterwards.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
completely different chapter.
We have that ally, that janitor guy.
Yeah, I was about to call Pork Chop Willie again.
Yeah, he comes in, he cleans things up. Like a mascot.
Right. Yeah. So from the pool,
We decided we needed to shut down the main computer that was running this whole simulation, and what better way than killing the power to most of a city?
that's right. So you made your way to a power station nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and
Grabbing a
acquired
Faraday cage.
vehicle
There was a Faraday cage.
and a Faraday cage from the warehouse.
Mhm.
That was totally used in its proper way. The
Yeah.
science.
A chain link
Science.
Faraday cage. Yeah.
For
Yes.
sure.
And there was epic rolling, and Deadeye and Wen totally made out, and
It's true.
Did that happen? Oh, yeah.
One got a lot of action all over the place.
yeah. Just so Jack could get a little bit of extra juice.
I did. I gave him extra juice.
That's right.
You're
Because
welcome.
of my
I'm
makeup.
already going around the academy.
Not sure I'm glad I missed last game or not.
It took
got extra
several
juice.
for the team.
That's right. And so the big EMP happens. Jack taps into all the electrokinetic hoopla and
Fizzly bits.
fizzly bits. Yes, thank you.
Yep.
And
Science.
I
And
just want you to be
pieces-
sure that you're using the proper terms, Don.
yeah, it's important. So, and you release this massive EMP, which takes out the power for a wide area. For sure the campus, which is, sizable, but probably
The local camp.
and that is kind of where we've left off. Jack is a little bit wiped, but for the most part, I don't even know if any of you really have much in the way in conditions. In fact, I think Deadeye is the only one that has conditions, and that's because she made out with Larry.
That's my
Willingly.
goodness to all of you.
I really need to work on being more deadly.
There's still tonight.
So,
Hit 9 demon dice.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
yeah.
Not the Don.
Right. So, the detonation has occurred, and Jack steps out. I guess let's go real quick and give me like 2 or 3 sentences of who each of your characters are. So let's start with Jack. You're the team leader.
Jack, I'm the team leader. I have the ability to control, absorb, some instances create electrical energy and current, and I have power over that. I'm electrokinetic, and there's other backstory, but that's not what you asked for. And he's a skinny son of a gun, and I'm gonna say something else. And he actually has to eat a lot to maintain his metabolism, and he has a thing for being a bit of a kleptomaniac as well, taking trophies and whatnot.
Thank you. Vlad.
Vladimir Stielatotyevich is not a Soviet dictator.
Certainly
There's a
not.
very menacing reverb on that.
Okay.
So, like, full stop? Is that all we get on Vlad?
I just want to see his visa application to enter the country. Not a dictator.
Also, it says he has a guy for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you here to see anybody? A guy.
Yeah. Deadeye.
Deadeye Wendy Whitfield. She's a gunslinging granny. She's a retired Brotherhood agent filling in for her daughter Ursula, and she thought this was going to be a much shorter adventure than it was.
That's right. Gary.
Gareth Carter, known as Gary to his friends and work colleagues, somewhere in his 70s now. Even he's not quite sure exactly. Not retired, but now works primarily in admin. But he knows pretty much everyone in the Brotherhood, who's up to what and who's where. He did have the pager number of Purple Ninja somewhere, but then realised he died and came back and died and came back, and the paperwork got lost.
Sure.
But yeah, if
That's a lot of
there's someone in
content for that to keep
town,
track
he
of.
might know him. And he's got everyone's file.
Ooh.
Mm.
And when?
Wen is a stealthy, double-jointed succubus with a photographic memory.
That's right. Okay.
You also have a pink Barbie phone?
Yeah, on the pink Barbie phone.
He got the Corvette in the yard.
And Ken.
Yeah, but you can't have fun with Ken.
Mm.
Wah wah.
No. Okay, so the last little bit from the end of the session is that you discovered some empty, gooey, broken eggshells, and these are larger eggs. Something has hatched. And this was near, like at the base of the power station.
It's probably not.
Something that we completely overlooked all the time that we were there setting up.
That's right.
But we acutely noticed once all the lights went out. Have we taken a closer look at these egg shells?
You may.
I may.
Mm-hmm.
Very well then. And the Cipher is offline, right?
Correct.
Awesome. Well, can I roll and see if I know anything about this kind of stuff? Maybe Jack was really into dinosaurs when he was a kid, and he memorized like all the different variations and stages of development. And
Certainly.
sure, all right. So, where are my dice at? There we go. So that would be like what? Research and development,
Yep.
and
How do you want to approach this conflict?
how do I want to approach it?
This challenge?
Well, I would like to. Is it dark outside right now?
It is not dark outside. It is still daylight.
Okay.
It is growing towards dusk, but you got some time.
I bring Wen over because maybe perhaps she might have some input on this photographic memory and all that.
Sure.
And kind of like see if we can problem solve or like kind of like suss out if we've ever seen this before. If we have, maybe we can identify where it comes from.
Yeah, sounds good.
What do we roll for that, sir?
So it's just a normal, decide on an approach on how you want to approach, looking at
clever.
the remnants. Choose a discipline. Decide if you want to invoke any aspects, and go for it. I'm not actually going to tell you what your target is right now because I'm going to use your results to base on how much information I give you.
I'm going to quickly assess because I'm going to use my stunt of because I have a photographic memory. I get a +2 when I quickly assess threats.
Sounds good.
Nice.
I'm going to cleverly research from my memory banks.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry. I'm still without a proper character sheet. And whenever I click save, it doesn't save. So I remember my approaches, like what the things on there, but the disciplines. What are the numbers on those kinds of things?
So D10, D8, D6.
And then unassigned is D4.
D10, D. All right. So fringe is D10, D8, and these. How many D8s and D6s?
For the disciplines,
You only have 3.
Okay. Oh, I only have 3. I have combat and tactics, covert ops, mystical arts, research and development, social engineering, fringe. I must be using a.
You fill in the rest of the D4.
Right.
Okay.
So you're going to pick 3 of those, put a D10, D8, and a D6, and then the rest are D4s.
Okay. Well, that's not good for me. Okay. For a leader, I have terrible social engineering.
So are we stacking
you need your
research
character
here,
sheets
or are
on
we,
the.
just everyone's doing their own thing?
Yeah, so Wen and Jack are looking at the eggs. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to grab a chunk of shell, toss it back, see if I recognize the taste from anything I've eaten in all my many years of being a hunter, because I kill what I eat. Or I eat what I kill.
Okay.
So, and I get a +2 when I cleverly create an advantage by drawing on my years of hunter wisdom.
Oh, man.
So
That sounds
let's.
awesome.
It's probably a flashier way of checking something.
That seems rather flashy.
86. +2, 6, and 8. So 16 for me.
16.
I have a 13.
And I have a 14.
Okay.
Could I perhaps help Wen? Like, so we're not doing it individually, but like I'm actually helping her score?
Right. I'm kind of sort of. It's a sort of a team effort here. That I'm kind of compositing this all together. Now,
I'd like to phone a friend.
Do you have a guy for unexplained eggs
Yeah,
that
it's a
show
weird
up.
egg guy.
Hey, pal, the paleontologist. How's it going?
Wow, you have a really neat cell phone that works. That's cool.
Through my finger.
Wow. Crazy.
I
All of his
also
guys are just
dinosaur
other
egg.
personalities in his head. The secret is out.
There are no guys.
No, guys.
Just all me.
Comes out.
Yeah, I'd like to cleverly use my I know a guy to describe the eggs and like see if he knows anything about them.
Okay.
Taking a selfie with them so he knows what they look like? Or?
Oh, I totally take a selfie with him first. Yeah. Not for him, but just for me.
Right.
Hey, Gordon Duke is on. Hey, Gordon Duke.
Hi, Gordon Duke.
Hello.
That's an 8.
All right.
I don't know what my guy knows, but I got a selfie with the eggs.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
important.
Is that an eggy?
So, Deadeye. Well, I'll save you for last. You have the highest roll. All right. So, let's start with Vlad. Vlad.
Instagram must be so strange if he has like little selfie pictures that are akin to what we're looking at right now.
So, Vlad, your contact has never seen these things. Could be,
No, they're way bigger than that. Like, it's not a robin's egg at all.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's they're giving you answers you know are wrong. So,
Chicken.
Hey, other
Those are
guy,
chicken eggs.
can you tell me if this answer is wrong? Because it doesn't sound right.
yeah, it is. Answer is wrong.
Excellent.
I don't know right answer, but I know wrong answer.
No idea what right answer is. But that one, definitely wrong. All right, so Jack, you've sort of peeked beyond the veil in your mystical times, and these are familiar to you. They seem not of this realm. They are not naturally occurring on this planet. But you feel like you've seen them before.
They make a hell of a Cobb salad.
Yeah.
Got it.
And when you're going to be able to describe them in exact detail for the rest of your life.
Oh, good.
You know exactly what they look like.
Smell like, feel like, all that nastiness.
Yeah. What discipline did you use?
Quickly.
That's your approach.
Oh, discipline. Sorry. I used fringe because I thought, it's otherworldly, so I used.
Yeah. No, that's good. One thing that you can confirm is that these eggs are not demonic or infernal in nature. These do not. There are many demons that do the egg thing, and these are not anything that you have seen in that particular realm. The next possible thing that you might consider would be fae or something from the realm of fairy, or some other, existence.
Great. Super helpful.
Yeah. Things being what they are, and it's all true, and so pretty much any goddamn thing other than being on the planet.
We're ruling things out for the most part, yeah.
Perfect.
Now, where is my... Oh, yeah, that works. So Deadeye, this being, if these had just kind of been a couple of months earlier, this would have been a goddamn good egg. As such, it's a little stale.
I've had worse.
And you kind of have. You had worse. This isn't terrible. But one thing that is a little weird is that your tongue and your lips feel a little numb, and you're slurring your speech a little bit just because you can't feel stuff all that well, and kind of glow a little bit.
Awesome.
Like everywhere?
Yeah, like everywhere.
Oh.
Like there's a sort of
How'd you check?
sparkly, I don't know, there's like a glow that's emanating. It's very faint, but like in the shadows you can see it. You think at nighttime this is going to be really cool looking.
We're looking for clues, and he's all.
So am I taking conditions or am I just glowy?
You're just glowy.
All right.
You can take a non-detrimental condition of glowing, but
All right.
Except for stealth.
Yeah.
probably true.
Not my forte.
Yeah. You know, it's a good thing that you rolled what you did, because you know, otherwise there would be more conditions involved.
So is it?
Otherwise, we'd have a glowing corpse on our hands.
That's right.
Are the eggs themselves also glowy?
So the goo inside is slightly a little glowy.
Okay.
In the daylight, you didn't quite catch it, but as you kind of see it in the shadows, it's a little bit of a glow-in-the-dark kind of thing with the greenish hue.
Okay, I'm gonna take some samples of the weird gooey business.
Okay.
And yeah, that whole having not a siler, a
Cipher?
Cipher.
Cipher, yeah, not Cylon, not Siler, but Cipher. Yeah, that's really one.
Psychopathic metahuman.
Right.
So is the Cipher going to be recovering from the EMP, or is it down for the count?
At the moment, it still seems to be shut off.
All right, I'm gonna go and tinker with it, see what I can do with my techno
Jump
wizard
start.
abilities.
Okay.
I mean, if
Connect
nothing
a
else, you
pair
can store the
jumper
samples
cables
in
to
the
its
cipher.
nipples and give you the right answer.
Yeah.
That's all you need to
This is going to be an opposition 15 to see if you can jumpstart your cipher.
do. Okay. Well,
If you're jump starting it.
let's see. I'm gonna just lay out some tools, and I'm going to expose some motherboards and other electronic bric-a-braca, and see if I can't find the right where the burnout is or where the problem is, and it's super impressive as hell. It's really flashy. So I'm gonna be doing this guy and this guy, and I'm me and the Cipher. I mean, like we've done this a lot before. I'm like Lieutenant or Geordie LaForge, working on that data. I know what's going on.
Okay.
All right.
So that's your +2 because you're flashily repairing electronic equipment.
Yes.
I'm helping you out. I'm throwing you a stunt.
Nice job.
If I do get a +2, then I got 11.
Okay. Well, right in front of you are 3 dice 6 that are just saying, "Please roll me."
Are we up to 9?
Yes, we're up to 9 right now.
Good God.
Oh boy.
We want the Cipher, right? That seems like a thing we want. That's a thing.
Happy.
You want it?
Could always requisition a Mark III from the warehouse.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about my my handy dandy Cipher boost me up kit that I carry around on my person at all times? I totally forgot to use that.
Boy, that sounds like something that you should have thought of about.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If you spend a demon die, you totally have it.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So I'm at 11. I say. Yeah.
11. Yep.
Okay. Hey! All right. That's a 6. So 17 total.
Indeed. You whip out your Cipher repair kit, and
Why did I
boost its juice a little bit, and it comes online.
Wonderful. Okay. Cipher, I'm going to have to ask you to assess the damage a little bit later, but right now I want you to take a look at these eggs that we found and see if you can discern what they come from and any clues on if the thing that escaped from them is a threat or some sort of byproduct of something else. Do your magic. Do your scans.
Also, I'm glowing.
Oh, yeah. And is going to die because she's
If you
glowing.
eat it, you glow.
All right. Cipher scans it and scans Deadeye, and he says, "You want the good news or the bad news?"
Let's take the bad news first.
I don't have a freaking clue what these are.
Okay.
Awesome.
So glad I revived you. What's the good news?
There is good news.
Good. Yeah. No. Let's hear that bit.
Well, they're not infernal. They could be from fairy. How can I say that? The Cipher confirms like everything you've already determined, but has essentially said that there's another realm, and that there have been reports of some of these appearing in jungles and some
Power stations.
No, but electricity was involved. Lightning strikes were attributed that when lightning hit, these eggs appeared. And it seemed like within a blink of an eye they had hatched, and whatever was in them was gone.
Great.
And then, just out of curiosity, like 12 hours later, was everyone dead in that area?
There was a strange, plague or something. There's a lot of things that died in the area. Any animal with there were just skeletons littered all over the place with freshly killed. So
Damn
yeah,
Zeus
but
babies.
then after a few after a bit, they disappeared.
All right.
Well,
Like,
that's
how
lovely.
attached to the university are we?
What's that?
And how attached to the university are we? Like, do we want to just leave and let them do their thing?
Well, that's
I mean,
probably.
I've had a good time here.
Yeah. No. It's been fun. College is fun. Isn't that college fun, guys?
Fun. But, like, maybe we just burn it down.
No.
We've got a head start.
I know.
And with that, you hear far off a crowd of screaming.
Oh.
I didn't know that was the plural name for screaming.
Plural of scream is a crowd of screaming.
True.
Okay.
Great.
I'm gonna head off in that direction.
Hey, we got these eggs here that maybe we should like lock up before they hatch into something really bad.
No, they've already hatched. That's
already
the thing.
Eggshells.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
but maybe let's burn them just in case.
All right.
Seems
Or
Um,
something. We shouldn't just leave them there. What if there's...
Well, okay, we can certainly do that. My thought was probably that like our attention should be on the active threat of someone possibly getting murdered. But if you want to stick around and like burn some useless housings of someone who's clearly not there anymore,
All right, if this bites us in the ass, it's you.
all right,
Coming
well,
after you later.
feel free to stomp
Too
them.
late. I'm out. I left.
Okay, very well then.
All right. You follow the screaming.
I gave you the
and-
choice though. So. Sorry.
And you find yourself in the field of the university, sort of big field between the science building and the pool, and there's a bunch of people, a bunch of students out there, and they are scattering and yelling and screaming, and you are seeing sharks.
Seeing
But they're
sharks.
flying.
Flying
What?
sharks.
They're flying sharks.
Great.
Oh, and mummies.
all right.
Are they as big as mud sharks, or are they
They're
as
like
big?
great whites, but they're desiccated, so they're a little smaller.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
You know what I like about sharks? They're in the water where they can't get me.
Yeah. All right. So,
Opposite of what I like about bears. Okay. So they're attacking a mob of people.
that's right.
Hmm.
How
Okay.
many are there?
There's quite a few. There's more than 10.
Deadeye, you feel like some target practice?
Actually, I'm going to try to rope one of them.
Oh yeah. That's
Yes.
fun.
Gonna ride it?
I'll layer it up and ride that Bronco.
Great.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into some initiative. So you guys get down to the field and you're like, on the battlefield, so to speak, and ready to rock, or
So
taking up
Thing.
position. Okay. All right. So Deadeye, you go first.
All right, I'm going to bust out a lariat, try to rope the closest one near me, and all goes according to plan. I'm going to ride that bitch.
All right.
So let's see. This is considerably flashy, I would imagine.
Seems quite flashy to me. Yes.
And let's go with combat and tactics. And I really don't have anything that applies to this, but I just wanted to try it. So
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to defend. And I'm going to go ahead and invoke one of my aspects called Flying Mummy Sharks. Nuff said.
An oldie but a goodie.
It's true. Oh,
Oh, flying mummy sharks. That old chestnut.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a 10.
So I got a 13.
All right.
Woo!
You rope yourself a mummy shark.
Was there cheering?
Okay. So you got yourself a mummy shark. You think you could reel yourself in and mount that sucker.
Excellent.
Yeah. The next round. Next round. The only thing is when you get close, you might be in biting range, but we'll see. Who goes
Awesome.
next?
Oh, right, I choose. Let's go with Jack.
What is going on?
We have sound effects. Sometimes they're
Okay.
There's
Well,
a thumbs down at the bottom which people can
Yeah.
hit and they like get that yay sound.
What can Jack do? I don't know. I'm gonna have. Obviously yes, Jimmy. I could, do the electricity thing, but like, I'm thinking these seem to be sort of like begat from electricity. They hang around whenever like lightning strikes, and I don't think that's gonna do anything to them.
Smart.
I don't know, that might even make them stronger. So I'm gonna take out my sword, and see if I can defend the people on the ground with that.
Okay. That seems fair.
So I guess how does that work? Do I ready in action to whenever like a shark is getting close to whoever I'm standing next to?
Yeah, what I think I'll do is when it's the shark's turn, and I go to attack, you can go ahead and use a defend for anybody that can't defend themselves. That's in your area.
Wouldn't I get? Sorry, I mean this game better than I do. I apologize for asking, but like, wouldn't I, if I'm essentially not using my turn right now,
Mm-hmm.
and putting it on a stimulus,
Uh-huh.
of essentially them attacking something, wouldn't, instead of them attacking, I could sneak in with my attack or something?
Well, could do it that way. I mean, essentially, so you have 4 actions. This is a good, actually, breakout right now. So you can attack, you can defend. Right now, you're not choosing to do either of those 2 things.
Mhm.
You can overcome. It's not really anything to overcome at the moment. Or you can create an advantage. And so when you create an advantage, you can actually establish a new truth. You can discover their trouble aspect. You can create an aspect. So in your defensive situation, you can actually like create a. You can create something that sort of gives somebody a boost, or something like that. So you can create a situation that will give somebody or yourself an extra dice 6 for free.
Okay. Well, I have that little ooze stuff that I got from the eggs. So I'm gonna see what happens if I kind of.
Can I make a suggestion?
What's that?
I'm about to try to jump onto a shark. I would not mind it if you made his mouth very numb and hard to control.
Numb and hard to
That ooze
control.
you have, because that's what it's doing to my mouth.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying chuck it in the mouth of the shark that I just roped.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay. That sounds fair. So Brian, you just do a normal roll. So pick an approach, pick a discipline, how you would do this, and it's the only thing that's different is that we're creating an advantage.
Okay.
And so yeah.
I'm going to quickly do this because I don't know when his mouth is going to close. So as quick as a bunny, I'm going to combat and tactics throw one of the bags of goo into the shark's mouth, and hopefully it'll have a similar effect to two guns. Old Granny.
Great.
10.
5. You succeed with style.
Nice.
Yes. So what do we have here? It has the. It's not going to bite anybody. And so what you have here not only is like the shark's mouth pretty occupied, but Jimmy gets a D6. There's actually 2 die-6 for free that he can utilize, or somebody else can utilize a D6. So let me see if I can grab something here. So text, I guess that would be, and then we're gonna go mouth full of shells.
Mouthful of protein.
D6, and we're gonna do something like that. Nope. Something like that. There we go. And yeah, so normally I would have like an index card with a couple of dice on it. I don't have that virtually, so this is what we're doing. So we have an aspect here on this shark, mouthful of nummy shells. 2 die-6. That means that if you somehow can use to an advantage that this shark can't bite you, or that it has nummy shells in its mouth, then you can use one of those die-6. All right.
So I pick who goes next?
Yeah, you do.
All right. Gary.
Ah,
What's up, man?
Has he joined the party?
Getting out of the hospital bed.
Oh wait, has he joined the party yet? Is that cool? Is it legal?
Yeah, it turns out he's down there already. You see him across the field. He's trying to usher some of these moronic college students off the field.
Crutches, covered in bandages.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, fortunately, I'm from Australia, and I've seen sharks before. And flying sharks can't really be that much different to a great white coming up to chomp on your leg. So I'm going to quickly establish a information-based advantage for the group.
Okay.
So aim for the nose. If Mick Fanning has taught us nothing, that you can punch a shark in the nose, you can get away.
Fair enough.
So, and that's a 12 total.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll get you at least a D10 or a D6, excuse me. What I think we'll call this that you have discovered its trouble aspect, and in this case, you know, they're mummy sharks, so the nose that would do a brand new like live shark. And that sort of thing. It is sort of blind, and you could punch that there and you'd be safe. So you can establish that for free, no problems there. but the information base that you really find useful is that these suckers are flammable. Super flammable. And you also notice that they don't they don't fly very fast. So, like, at all. Like, they're really, really, really slow flying sharks.
So they're kind of like those helium-filled remote control shark blimps that are slow-moving, extremely flammable, and you can punch without much problem and get out of the way.
Yeah, basically, like, if you run out of the way, you'll be fine.
Well, my plan just got way less impressive.
It's still a flying mummy shark. I mean, how many people can say they've ridden a flying
I
mummy?
might as well be tooling around on a rascal.
There's Deadeye slowly getting away.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, I say.
Okay, so I have flammable and slow. D6.
And we'll have Wen go next.
All right.
I feel like I would have maybe hairspray and a lighter in my purse.
Of course you would.
I would. I gotta look good for all my succubus theme. So I think I would like to target the closest flying slow shark mummy.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fair.
And
But you
set
didn't
its
have
face
to.
on fire.
Okay. That sounds like an attack.
It does, doesn't it?
It sure does.
It's probably pretty flashy.
Yeah.
I
Sounds
don't
pretty
think you
flashy.
can really sneakily light somebody on fire. Not this way. Alright. Let's see what happens, shall we? Oh, and I'm going to use one of the D6 for the slow and flammable.
Oh, okay.
Because that seems appropriate.
Yeah, it does.
Karsten Fritsch has a question.
Nope, keep going.
Me keep going?
The question was, do they have fairy dust trails?
Oh, yeah, that's right. These are not flying fairy mummy sharks.
They're just
that
right
would
up
be ridiculous.
I am taking notes. Flying fairy mummy sharks might be next.
I got a 12.
You got a 12. Well, I rolled an 8.
Woo!
And so you take it out. It consumes in a ball of fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Hoorah.
I'm going to turn to Jack and say, see, fire.
Great, fire. Okay. You have met me, right? That's not sort of different things. Okay. that's fine.
No, because you didn't want me to set the...
Oh,
Already.
I'm sorry.
Already.
Yes, got it. Gotcha.
It's true. Okay, so who goes next?
Let's not forget to give the sharks a turn.
I think it's probably the sharks.
Alrighty, thank you. Well, there should be enough for everybody except for Deadeye. And let's see here. Yeah, there is going to be one shark for Gary, and there'll be another shark for Vlad, and there's going to be one for Jack, and these suckers are just like, they're quiet. And you were focused on the one trying to help Deadeye, and then the bastard just like snuck up on you, and he's right behind you.
Burn it. They're like little petrified, mummified Priuses or something.
I know, yeah. So they're all going to try and bite you, and that's really terrible and horrible. And so that is going to be a couple of these. And
So carefully defending,
yeah.
because we know if we just go this way and bunch up.
Yeah. All right, so that's a 10. We'll start that on Gary.
Gary's got an 8.
Got an 8. All right. So you'll take a, I don't know, decide on a condition, but that's a condition. Sort of flesh wound or scared the bejesus out of you or whatever you want to call it.
Can we do the up close and personal? His head's in the shark.
Yeah.
The lion trick. He went to punch and went in a bit too far.
Sure.
You can be scared or you know, anything like that. Oh, can I put my hand inside its mouth? Sure.
Okay, Vlad.
No, good on you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying.
No, it's
Minor shark head.
Another.
Yeah.
So I got a 12 here against Vlad.
Well, these are slow, right? So, could I quickly try to avert its bitey bite?
You could.
All
You're
right.
gonna like Tai Chi the shark, redirect its own energy into another shark.
The Aikido of Shark Vu. That's a 9.
Hmm. It appears that it has mummy sharked you.
That's the worst kind of sharked.
Yeah, it has.
Like nurse shark.
Yeah.
What's a close second, Vlad? Would it be the werewolf shark or
Yeah.
Probably.
Jack,
like Canto sharks? I think
you were
is
attacked
probably-
for 3. You need to beat a 3.
I need to beat a 3. I'm gonna beat that shit. All right. I'm gonna be very quick because they are very slow,
Mm-hmm.
and that clearly makes sense. Oops. No, I forgot to clear the other thing that I was doing. Okay. Hey, beats a 3. 8.
Okay.
Hey, it really beats a 3.
Yeah.
By 5.
Good job. You have. That was such a great advantage in defense that you have positioned yourself in that you know it can't attack you again. You've got a really good position on it, and you'll get a D6 for free because you are you got the jump on it.
Yeah.
On that roll.
A D6 in my next defense or a D6 in my offense?
On your next roll.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and spend, oops, the other way, 3 demon dice, and I'm going to roll them.
So many demon dice.
What's that?
What are you doing? Stop it.
Uh-oh.
So far they're effective.
So far, so good.
I'm ignoring that first one.
Convenient.
All right, so that's a 10 total. All right, so 10 on the badness table is... Really got to have this marked. Here we go. Nope. If anybody's got the badness table...
Up in front of them.
Oh, here we go. I got it. 10? Holy
I have
crap.
an inconvenient table. Oh, so that's not the same thing.
Okay,
Good.
the two of you that were bit, that took a condition,
Yep.
mark off another condition as you get the ancient sniffles.
Ooh.
You have contracted some kind of mummified allergy of some kind, and the rest of you see this sort of cloud around them, as the mouth has like come over and chomped, and there's like this dust cloud in front of them. And the ones that actually got bit, it's like contracting. You can see like the dust sort of adhering to them, and it's causing like an irritation. Those of you who are seeing this, are getting kind of freaked out. There's like this not wanting to touch them kind of thing, and so you all take a mild. The rest of you take a mild condition. And we're going to just call that heebie-jeebies.
And how does that affect us exactly?
So you have mild, moderate, and severe conditions.
Yeah.
And so you just mark off a mild condition.
Yep.
And just title it heebie-jeebies.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And let's see, and then they're going to attack one roll to rule them all. A 12. That will take out 12 students.
Oh.
No, divisible by 5. Let's do divisible by 5. So that'll be 2 students. 3 students, excuse me, round up.
Decimated the arts graduating class.
Was that the Wilhelm scream I just heard?
Indeed.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we need give it to me 3 times. That had a different effect than I was expecting. So.
Die slower in between.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, Coley, they're not flying ninja mummy sharks. They are just flying mummy sharks.
That's right. Deadeye, I think you're going to go next.
Did Vlad ever get a turn?
Nope.
No, he didn't.
Oh, Vlad, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Well, since you've reeled this one in, and since I actually have rode a shark before, because my mysterious past is mysterious, I'm jumping on. So I'm going to use the mouthful of shells on the one that Deadeye has tethered, and I'm going
to son of a bitch.
Invoke the mysterious past is mysterious from my shark riding days, and let's go.
Okay.
This is clearly flashily.
Wait, Vlad, are you like taking the shark that she's riding?
Oh, dude, I'm shark jumping him.
Shark jacking him.
You're shark jacking.
Yeah, and so Vlad, you can use the mouthful of nummy shells.
Yeah. So I'm using one of the d6, and I rolled well. That would be 17.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just like push her off, like.
So
he's riding 2 of them like Van Damme.
there you go. Yeah, describe it. How does that look?
Well, Deadeye, Cover me. I actually run up the lasso line and tackle the shark. And because it has a mouthful of shells, I take the line and I throw it in its mouth like a bit.
Okay.
All right.
So I got reins.
Using your skills in shark bridle making.
Right. I'm going to say that you do such a good job because that is more than a success with style. That's like 3 times. You accidentally rip off the top portion of its head.
Whoops.
Ew.
It drops, and you turn and like, oh, what the heck? And you've got the rope in your hand, and you grab the other one, and it like you get a good handle on it, and you pull back, and it snaps off too. And so you have taken out 2 flying mummy sharks.
Woo. Well
These
done.
things clearly break too easy.
But are the writer of none. Just want to point that out.
True.
Always the shark head breaker, never the shark rider.
All right, so I was the last of the round, so we start off. How about? Oh wow, with Gary, because that's a fantastic. Yeah.
So Matthew Hunt, you're going next.
Sorry, yes. Well, now that Gary is not only infected, thankfully he's still got the antibiotics and codeine from the infirmary, so he's going to take a whole pile of those in a moment. But with his fist-in-mouth condition, and what he's going to do is actually grab whatever he can inside the mouth and flashily force the shark in a spinning arc like it's going to be a discus throw, and try and throw the shark into another shark.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a faith die on that to activate my stronger than he looks as well.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Dice could have been more awesome. 13.
Well, I rolled a 4. So.
So Don, what was inside the shark's mouth that he grabs onto?
Skull.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like an equally mummified seal or something, but still works totally.
Sure. I don't know.
So now I've got the mental image of as the shark is thrown, there's now still a seal on my hand.
It's a skull. You can recite.
Alas, poor seal, I knew him well.
Yeah, that's right. And you successfully take out 2 mummy sharks.
Cool.
Yes. Who goes next?
And we'll go with Jack.
All right. I am inspired by the flaming business that Wen did, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the sword back in the scabbard and see if I can actually like shark shoot with electricity. Like not so much a lightning, line of lightning or whatever, but like, a very concentrated electrical burst that it's very quick like a bullet.
Okay. Sounds good.
And can I do that cowboy style? Because there's a whole lot of like shark wrangling going on, or with 2 guns?
Sure. Of course you can. Why would I ever say no?
So it's like steel sparks that are hitting the sharks?
Yeah. Yeah, little balls of energy then meant to engulf it in flame.
Okay.
Okay. This is very flashy. Uh, Literally. And gonna use that with my fringe electrokinesis ability. And so I'm gonna see if I can see the two sharks and pow pow.
Okay.
All right.
You're going for a 4.
All right.
These sharks really apparently can't figure out how to defend all that well.
That would be a 16.
Three times over? 4 times over?
We're wasting all our really good rolls against a real crappy enemy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I totally wasted the whole like flammable and slow these D6s and stuff that were there as well. Oh.
Cool.
So, you ignite 4 mummy sharks.
Wow.
Your amazingness, and they poof.
All right.
There is a single mummy shark left.
That would be the one that's currently lassoed?
We should question it.
He knows the guy that speaks mummy shark.
Let's see who goes next. How about I'm gonna go Deadeye.
All right. Well, I am really pissed off at Vlad for stealing my ride, so I think I'm gonna take a shot at the last. I just load a round white phosphorus at it, uncomfortably close to Vlad's ear.
What?
All right.
Let's see
Greetings, Bullock.
what's happening. All right.
He's in the dark.
The shark is defending with a 7.
The darkness has Bullock.
The shadow.
And specialized ammunition. So, where's my screen? 20.
Okay.
Actually, no. 8. Still 18.
Yeah. Okay. So you absolutely like it combusts, and in fact the rest of the bodies of these flying mummy sharks also combust at the same time, because that was amazing, and why wouldn't they do that? The energy that's connecting these mummy sharks seem to be connected, and they all ignite. No one gets hurt, and anybody with the allergy condition may clear those conditions at this time.
Who knew I was allergic to mummy shark?
Yeah.
But do we still have heebie-jeebies?
You do not have the heebie-jeebies.
Awesome.
Yes. And Isaac saunters onto the field and says,
After
"You're
having
Was he drinking it straight from the bottle?
and he blacked out.
right."
Literally.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
Hi there.
Oh, hey Jack.
Yeah. Hi.
You missed
Yeah.
all the fun.
I did.
So where you been at, Bullock? You just missed a wonderful game of shoot the mummy shark.
Oh, well, you just missed a wonderful game of get pissed drunk and fight fucking bat things.
Not bad things, not Batman. Okay,
Bad,
sorry.
bad bat things.
Bad things.
Man things. Bad,
You
bad
fought-
man things.
You fought some bad things.
I've seen some shit tonight.
Well, welcome to the party.
Yeah, long time no fuck you, Jack.
That is true. That is true.
Okay.
I'm proud though, Bullock, actually, because before when I showed up to the scene and Gary was in charge, I know why you're such an asshole all the time because that was so much fun.
It really grows on you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just as the field is starting to clear and people are scattering, you see that the National Guard is pulling up onto campus.
Hey guys, we should I don't know these guys.
That's scary. All right.
To the tunnels!
I activated my well-connected trait and somehow managed to know the commander of this National Guard unit.
I probably slept with him.
Very possible.
Is there ever kind of like a positive relationship after a tete-a-tete like that?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah? Okay. All right, good. I thought it was pretty much you never really want to run into that person again because they should be very angry at you. So good.
Oh, I would want to run into them again.
And again.
So these National Guard folks they're not packing sandbags. What do they got?
Well, it appears that it's a bunch of trucks. There is a tank. There's some armed jeeps, with guns and heavy artillery, and the soldiers come out and they seem to be holding their weapons and it's rather damn intimidating. And there is one fella, and let's see here. Yeah, and he marches down onto the field. Kind of reminds you a little bit of Sergeant Slaughter. Evokes that sort of pro wrestling guy, mustache, kind of chunky. He's not wearing like the signature hat though. He doesn't have a hat, this one, but he marches up like he is commander of this massive thing, and you realize that's the National Guard, and you guys are a paramilitary organization. You recognize the type here, and in the States, the National Guard does amazing things here and abroad, but in a situation like this, this seems overkill, and he's kind of sauntering up as if he's the commander of some elite Marines team or something.
Cipher, have the local authorities been prepped to let them? Do they know that we're here, or are we gonna get some static from this guy?
The local authorities do not know anything about the Brotherhood. These law enforcement have been called in due to the power outages and reporting of significant violence. Local police force having detained with other strange anomalies in the area, and so reinforcements were called in.
All right. Did the National Guard in this particular area, are they familiar with our plan? To not necessarily divulge a lot of classified information about the Brotherhood, but under a pseudonym, not a pseudonym, but sort of a fake name. Like we work for the government, or we're Stage 6, or some sort of identification that we can tell local authorities and let them know that, like, hey, these are the good guys, but they're up the chain, and we shouldn't ask them too much about what they're doing here.
That sounds like a create an advantage roll, sir.
All right, that sounds really good. I think I'm going to do some of that.
Can I help Jack out with that?
Sounds like metafictional awareness, Cipher.
I'll just whisper in his ear. We could probably squeak something like the 1972 Abrams Doctrine, where they did some reformation of the National Guard based on the 1947 Act that brought the United Service Air Force in as a separate military. I know way too much about American military history.
You're putting us all to shame, Matthew. Yes.
Wait, so you don't live here? We won't call you out on it.
Go Seahawks.
The two most important words to say in the Pacific Northwest, besides "Go Ducks," which fuck those guys.
Unfortunately, Ducks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to create an advantage by, I guess, giving Gary the idea, because he has a great plan. In fact, actually, I'm going to go ahead and starts with the D. Prone. I'm going to have Gary handle it, essentially.
Fair enough.
I will carefully social engineer.
Delegate.
Delegate. Thank you.
And I'll activate. I'll just carefully social engineer and sort of say we're a subsect of a department.
I'm going to say that this is a very, very difficult. So we're going to definitely set this at a 15.
Okay. All right. Please. I've got a 12.
Okay.
Plus my 2 for giving you the idea.
Yes, true. And are we actually creating an advantage, or is this just a negotiation? Because if it's creating
an advantage situation. So what you want to be able to create the advantage. So right now you haven't.
That's right. Because I get a +2.
Your situation is, I think I would allow you to hit a target 10 create an advantage. That will sort of support his roll. He can use that die immediately as a boost. So I guess in this case, I'm going to make this shit up and call Jax an overcome, because we're going to kind of overcome the situation and regroup and delegate to make sure that Gary is the one that is the speaking guy. So go ahead and see if you can beat a 10.
Okay, so this is social engineering, which is not my strong suit, but that's the one that's going to have to go. But I'm being very clever about it. So, damn. 7.
Did you add the D6 for the advantage?
No. Sorry, we're backing up. He's trying to aid you.
Yep.
And so, so at the moment he hasn't.
Okay.
But you do have demon dice in front of you.
Yes. Oh hell! All right, rolling 1.
Okay.
And it's a 6. So we're well clear now.
Okay. So you create an advantage. What do you want to call this advantage?
Above your pay grade.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. Does everybody get how that worked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So while they're doing that, I come up with Plan B.
Murdering fools.
I give a call to the local drug dealer. Yeah, could you maybe drop off some mushrooms? I don't want you to sell them to anyone. Just like drop them on campus a few places so that the cops find them. Yep, thanks. All right, great.
Okay. That sounds like a create an advantage. So that'll be. Let's do this at a 10 as well.
Okay, I'm gonna cleverly social engineer here.
Yep. Sounds fair.
All right. That's an 11.
That'll work. Okay. So what do you want to call this one? Planted evidence?
Don't worry, they're just
Not a
seeing
plant.
things.
Okay.
What was that, Jimmy?
You said planted evidence. I said it's not a plant, it's a fungi.
So I'm sorry. What did you say, Duke?
Don't worry, they're just seeing things.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So we have two aspects that are created around the area. And as this fellow comes up, he has a name badge on it. It says Ronaldo. And he says, what is this situation, and who are you, and what are you doing on campus?
Gary, you're up.
I take night classes.
What's his actual rank? Does he have bars on, or
He is a sergeant.
sergeant? Sergeant, we're presently investigating some instances of possible terrorist acts by some of the computing students. They've fried the local generator, and we have the situation in hand, but if you could establish a perimeter around the campus whilst we're conducting our investigation so that no one comes in or out of the scene, it would be appreciated.
Kids, am I right?
Our orders are to contain the situation and make sure that any rioting and whatnot are contained. We are here to enforce
containing the situation.
What's that?
That would be containing the situation, Sergeant, if you establish a perimeter around the campus for us.
Fair enough, but we are under orders to enforce a curfew.
A curfew?
I think that's wise. Very good. Yeah.
Yes.
The rest of these children shouldn't be out on where these dangerous things. There's dangerous things afoot. I think that a curfew is a very wise move.
Yes, their mummies are looking for them.
Fair enough. Now tell me exactly. So I would like you to make an actual overcome roll, Gary, on this sergeant to convince him that you have some kind of authority here. You may go ahead and use that D6 above your grade.
Okay, I'll turn around and say, well, if you've got an issue with it, you can take it up with Lieutenant Timothy Kadabi, who I believe is your current National Guard commanding officer, sir. And I will cleverly social engineer that.
Mm-hmm.
If that's true, I'm going to be so impressed. Somebody who's watching, Google that shit and see if that's true.
I think he's Lieutenant LTG. Anyway, so we'll roll that. 18 on the dice. Yeah. He wasn't. He's not any Clyde Vaughan, but he's doing a good job.
Yeah. He sort of twists his face and says, "Oh, it sounds like paperwork." And he turns around and
My only weakness.
I didn't actually add the D6 for above your pay grade, so we've still got that.
Oh, yeah.
that was just the 2D10.
Did you? Well done. Well done. Okay. It seems that as he's walking off, some of the remaining students, you hear more shrieking coming out of the dormitory on this area of campus, and there's more students pouring out onto the field at this point. Everybody turns to alert, and you guys look, and you see this this mob of students coming out, and something small and like it looks like maybe a swarm of rats or something is pouring out of the doorway of this dormitory.
Do we know which dormitory it is, or what sort of students are
I'm sorry, I don't have a map or anything, but from where you are, it's about 100 yards off, and you could obviously run there, and you'd be there.
Yep.
Let's run there and be there.
All right.
Okay, so you run there, and you're there, and upon closer look, you see that these are not rats. That they are a kind of rat size. They're about, they range in size actually. So, some from about a golf ball, some up to about a softball. But they're these almost like tribbles or furry rolling ball things. And they're literally like rolling out of this thing, out of the dormitory. And then they all sort of stop. And they unfurl, and it's like this massive giant row of teeth. And they're like, and they have these sort of glowy red eyes, and the sun is starting to go down at this point, and we see, you can kind of see this mass of glowing red eyes, these shiny, glistening teeth. And a couple of them like go ahead and they're like, and they start rolling after some of the college students, and you see, no, that's enough. That's funny.
I bet they don't like fire either.
Who does?
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm going to go ahead and start things off here. These things, some of them in the back, they kind of scrunch their head up a little bit. These things don't seem to have arms. They just kind of, and like a volley of tiny little arrows launch from these little bastards, and they start sticking into the college students, and they just go down. Can't tell if like they're dead or what, but anybody who was struck seems to stumble and fall.
Good God.
Okay.
That's terrifying.
And let's go with Bullock.
Okay, well, first thing I want to do is figure out what they are. So I'm going to roll my aspect. You have no idea the cosmic horrors I've read about.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what I can find. Let's see here. So that'll be like a clever and what's the aspect dice again?
R&D.
So it'd be clever and a discipline. So possibly, probably mystic arts or something like that.
Would it be Mystic Arts? Would that apply if?
Mystic
Is
Arts
it-
or
research and
development?
Research and development.
Okay.
Maybe.
Let's go. My Mystic Arts is a 10, so we'll go with that. And then Clever is another 10.
Okay.
And then the aspect is a D6, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, it's been a while since I played.
Yeah.
My dice app is not working. I tried downloading it like 3 more times. It's just
Yeah, it's not working for most of the people on the Hangout today. It's annoying.
Alright, cool.
So you're trying to hit a 15.
Okay, let's see what I can do. Do you trust me?
Sure.
We got 6 and 5 and 3. So 14.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll throw a demon dice on there.
Okay.
And there's a 3.
All right. You know these things as terror krites. And they come from the realm of the elder gods, essentially, or the horrors from beyond is kind of a category that you know them by. They are kind of the rats of that particular realm, and it's been known that through surges of electricity or places where wildness or depravity could cause the two realities to have a weakness in the barrier, and they could pass through. Typically, electricity is a way, so lightning or power surges bring them forth, and they just consume
Electricity and depravity.
What's that?
Electricity and depravity. Let's keep Jack and Wen very far apart.
Use them as bait. That'll be better.
Yeah, and so what you know about these things is that they have poison darts that they shoot essentially to knock larger prey down. It's kind of a sleep effect, and then they just eat the crap out of you. And you've known them to join together almost like ants sometimes to form a mass, and they're like land piranhas at that point.
Lovely. Anything else? Or is that just that's the textbook just like rushing through my mind?
Yeah, that's all the lore that you know about. Terror Crate is what they.
So considering that the whiskey stunt at the beginning was 100% real, I'm gonna try to repeat everything you just told me. This is how Isaac is actually saying it back to everybody else. So here I go. Alright, so the little fuzzy guys over there, they're like Lovecraft rats. Something about dimensions and portals and shit. Oh, good news. The darts that are in them they're just sleeping, but they are gonna get eaten if we don't do something. So something is advised. Also, they like to do the Voltron thing. So you guys ever watch Voltron?
Hell of a show.
Ursula? Deadeye? Sorry. You look just like your daughter. Deadeye, you ever watch that Voltron show? That it's old as hell like you are. But like I mean, you guys got guns though, right? So let's just shoot the little shits.
The rating of the game went PG to MA15.
Right, I forgot to put a parental advisory sticker up. My bad.
Okay.
Who's next?
In that case, who didn't go twice in the last fight?
Laura, Vlad.
Vlad? Let's toss over to Vlad because that's always a good idea.
I don't know that Wen went twice either.
Let's make Wen went.
What?
Let's make when go.
Go when. Make go into past tense. Went.
Well, I am still holding the hairspray and lighter, so I'm not opposed to just trying to light a swath of them on fire.
That's gonna smell really bad.
That's all right.
It's a chance I'm willing to take.
I'm fine with that. Probably pretty flashy, I would imagine.
Literally.
Beep bop boop. I got a 9.
These suckers scatter on a 16. They're quick.
Did
It's about like they see you coming and they're like.
Well, I assume that like the aerosol can that she was using is like an Aquanet or some sort of adhesive sort of hair thing. So is there any kind of quality to that where it like some of it gets on their quill areas and so they're less likely to be able to shoot anything or something because it's all stuck together?
No.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Good try.
Good try.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the idea though. Okay. Well, so we learned that they're super quick. Who goes next?
How about Deadeye?
All right. I too am super quick. So I'm just gonna fan the 6-gun, try to take him out.
Okay.
So let's see. Yep. And I've got still got my white phosphorus ammo loaded up. So try to light him up while I'm at it. Okay, so let's do a flashy. Nah, let's do quick. 10. Cast my armor. What's going on? Oh, that all sucked. 10.
And I currently am sitting at a 6.
I'll take it.
They
All
scattered into where you were shooting.
Yeah.
I was hurting them for you.
One of them explodes and like into fiery goo. And at that point, you do notice that as the darkness settles, that there is a faint glow to some of them. A greenish glow.
Kind of like you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, passing to Vlad.
Vlad.
Well, I'm going to follow your lead because I have a jacket full of guns.
That's right. You do.
He's not even wearing it. He just
It's just
he just has it on a coat hanger somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, could I get my jacket? Valet.
There's just a single line between them.
All right. Yeah. I'm pretty much just gonna shoot a bunch of furry things.
Okay.
Are they cute?
Eh.
I don't want to know. Okay, that's 13.
Well, that'll be enough. You blast a couple of them. And you see that they're kind of scattering, and one of the things that you're kind of determining is that while you're splatting, 2 or 3 or so a little bit there, that they're pretty quick and they're sort of dodging stuff. So the mass of them seems to be still like moving forward and trying to eat things and whatnot. So you're definitely whittling it down, but you think this might take you a while.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think probably if there's a lot of them, the conductivity between them might be pretty good. So, Jack.
All right.
All right. By the way, Samantha Watt says it's fizz gig with rabies, and I just want to let her know that that's pretty much what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, that's
just
pretty good. Yeah. I like it.
And for those of you who don't know what that is, I was going to try to find an image, but I'm not going to take the time because it's my turn. Okay, so the mummy sharks were not the things that are akin to the whole electricity thing. It looks like these guys are, from the little clues that have been scattered about. But let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna the electricity shooter business was working pretty well, so I'm gonna see how many I can, shoot that way.
Okay.
I don't really know. I mean, it's literally I don't. It's not like I have ammo or something like that, so I'm gonna let you kind of decide how many of them I can take out in one round.
Sure.
If I can at all. All right, let's go get some dice. All right. Boom, boom. Let's clear these. All right. Can I take any aspects above your pay grade, or don't worry about they're just seeing things?
That's pretty good.
I don't know if I can use those to my advantage at all.
Yeah, probably not so much at the moment.
Okay.
But you are only trying to beat a 6 at the moment.
Oh, great. I got a 10.
Okay.
I thought I was looking at needing to get more like a 15. Fantastic.
Yeah. No, you blast several of them, and they pop like
Really?
like an over. Yeah.
Do the other ones do they shriek in terror, or do they laugh at their exploded brothers like in a bad 80s movie?
They're laughing.
These gatemates, gremlins.
Yeah.
So the electricity works like gangbusters. It's just fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Worked great.
fantastic. Cool.
In fact, they kind of did this. They went. Yeah. So who should go next?
All right. We got
Probably them.
Yeah.
Who hasn't gone yet?
Me, but have them go first.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's have them go first.
All right. Seems like half of them scatter and start attacking and eating, and you see some of them just dive into some of these college students, and they just are ripping them to shreds. And then the other half forms into this ball about we'll say 5 foot in diameter, as more of these things just kind of gather up and pull together, and it kind of starts to bound towards you, and it essentially just tries to roll over, and you notice that as it bounces, it rolls over one student, and as it just sort of slows down, and as it rolls over the student, it just completely skeletonizes the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You gotta not let that happen.
And
Shame
so
on us.
Yeah. It bounds towards, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3. So maybe 1, 2, 3. It bounds towards Vlog.
Uh-oh.
And so that is a D8.
And Vlad just skeletonizes it back.
12. And it's going to spend a demon die and invoke Unstoppable Giant Ball of Eating.
That doesn't sound very good. Especially
And
since I was sharked earlier.
yeah. 18.
Ooh. Wow. Well,
A guy for that.
yeah, I'm not sure I have a guy for that. So this is a giant ball of eating?
Yeah.
Why isn't that in the Dungeons Master's Guide or whatever?
Well, yeah. All right. I'd like to defend and maybe carefully try not to get eaten.
Sounds like a plan.
And I think that, yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, I got basically the same as them, except -10.
Whee!
Sounds like you're taking a condition.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that a...
I mean,
so that's either 2 minor conditions or a moderate condition, it sounds like?
okay.
Ugh.
All right, so I'll take a moderate condition that is half eaten.
Partially chewed.
Leftovers.
Yeah, leftovers. That's good. Yeah, okay.
I'm picturing like these things just essentially like something that nightmarish that comes from like your bathtub once you declog your tub or something like that. It's just this disgusting man-eating ball of hair.
You must live with a long-haired girl as well.
Nightmarish.
Yeah. So it's going to choose when to go next.
Okay.
And when you notice one thing in particular, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can share this screenshot. There we go. I don't know if everybody can see that. That's kind of what you're seeing there.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I did not see that movie.
It's a meat-eating ball.
Yeah. And one of the things that you notice as it's like coming at you, you know, and these things are eating and heading towards these. Oh, this is a really good picture, actually, right here. But it's not very big. Anyway, you notice that some of them are just standing there, like almost as if they're stunned. And you look over and you see that there is a college girl that has tripped and fallen and got up, and like her shirt's been torn, and like she's all like her bra is showing, and they seem to be like stuck looking.
Am I gonna have to get naked?
Not necessarily. Maybe they just really like that particular pattern that they see.
On the bra?
Yeah.
Only secret.
I mean, I'll try to succubus them. Why not? I'll try anything once. Let's do it.
That's the
that is
condition
kind-
we're going for here.
That is kind of what you do, I guess, is the succubus thing.
Play to your strengths.
I suppose.
All right. So. Yep. I guess that's maybe clever. I'm gonna be clever about it.
Okay.
Flashy doesn't apply?
In this case, that seems really appropriate.
I know, but clever is higher for me than flashy.
So you're going to be rattling off algebraic formulas while doing your
Yeah,
code?
maybe they
I
like
know I'm
math.
admiring your mind.
Yeah. They could like me for my brain. Shut up.
Smart
Yep.
goals are cool too.
Totally.
Your brains are double D's.
And then also I'm going to invoke my aspect. Did I mention I'm a succubus?
Yeah. And I think what we'll do is this will be a create an advantage roll.
Okay.
And they will, yeah, it'll be good.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, that'll do.
I'll do thing.
So
So
I'm just naked. I'm just naked.
So we're gonna call this
What has been seen cannot be unseen.
What has been seen will not be unseen.
Will not be
we're gonna call these creepster critters, and they have a trouble aspect that they are actually perverts.
Of course they do.
Yeah, and you get 2 free invokes on them, and so at the moment, what that means is when you utilize a D6, they're stunned, like they're just standing there, and so right now I'm going to say that a large group of them are now looking at you stunned.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And that's what they do. They're like, you know, and for whatever reason, they just gawk.
Sure.
It holds up. Sure.
I mean, I bet I'd stun more of them if I started making out with the college chick. I'm just gonna
Oh, totally.
toss that out there.
Oh, you some of them may pop.
All right.
Wrong.
The same may be true of Bullock.
All right. So who has not gone yet this round, or is that the beginning of the round?
I think
No,
Gary
I
needs
haven't
to-
gone yet.
Oh, then you.
Cool.
Sorry, Gary. I think I skipped you. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
That's right. Then how many of the little guys are actually left rather than the big one?
There's still a fair amount. Like there's,
Yep.
50 or more.
Good.
All right. It's not going to be very good, but I'll try and create a condition where, like a nerf herder or something,
Okay.
and run around trying to, hey, go that way, ah! Just to try and force them into something closer of a group so that Jack can nuke a few more of them or possibly draw some more attention to Wen.
Okay. Sounds good.
Look at her! Look at her! Oh my God!
I think at this point, they are going to be suffering from urge control.
Oh God.
And so they can't be defending as well as they were. And so it's going to be these. Holy crap!
Well, I got a 9, so that's good for me.
Yeah, you're basically kicking them into place. Like they don't even seem to know that you're even there. You're just like you're like yeah.
That's adorable.
Cool. I'll use the seal skull in the inverse, and rather than clubbing seals, I'll club with the seal.
Okay.
Just smack him along.
What do you want to call this? Herder.
Nerf herder. Nerf herder.
Nerf herder. And...
Gotta get a Star Wars reference in somewhere.
Oh yeah, no. I think that that name alone should grant you some points.
Yeah. Well, we've got 2 free invokes on that, D6 and D6. So great job there. Who goes next?
Who goes next?
We'll give it over to Bullock, see what he does.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I've always been one to play true to character. And I think it's been established early on that around when Bullock's not always at his best. And, I mean, I wouldn't be an ethical player if I didn't point out that I would be suffering all of the exact same penalties as these critters. So...
Done.
Yeah. So how do you want to rule this? Because like I would be like all the critters, like I would be that. I'd be one of them right now.
So you're just currently standing off to the side going, oh.
Essentially. I'm kind of flustered too, because I'm like, well, I mean, like,
You're admiring your teammates' tactical skill.
I'm also kind of like, I'm like looking at the other guys too, like, well, come on, I mean, it's just a tactical thing. Stop. You don't need to look. Look away. I mean, yeah, the draw is obvious. Like, I understand. I get it, guys, but come on, that's all.
Okay.
We're all grown adults here.
So is this a pass?
All right.
Yeah. Bullock is now serving as bait.
Okay.
Can we get an advantage for that?
We'll see. So do you want to choose who goes next, Bullock, or?
Honestly, hold on a sec. Let me see if there's something I can do. Maybe the scene that I'm making, because I'm like, maybe that draws the attention of more critters.
Yeah. You're an unmoving target, so like they're like, hey, let's go eat him.
Yeah, that exactly.
Only they say it in a strange language that drives you to insanity.
I'm thinking right now I get that language. I understand them. I know where it's coming from. It's a basic instinct. It's deep inside. It's natural. It lies underneath the spoken word. It's just kind of understood. I'm like, yeah, bro, I got it. I got it.
Oh man, Samantha had a good idea.
I'm seeing that.
I'm not seeing that. What?
That's okay.
But I don't need to send it to you since.
All right. So, who hasn't gone in a while? I think Deadeye is probably up by now, right?
Yep. Go for it.
All right. So I'm gonna grab Bullock's whiskey bottle and Wynn's thing of hairspray, chuck them into the largest group of them, and take aim at them.
All right.
See if I can light a few of these guys up. Oh,
grab those Nerf dice as well and nuke them.
So, do a couple of those and toss in Gunslinging Granny. That's not
Are you
pretty.
going to invoke any of the free?
I did? Oh, I should have. I mean, I did.
Well, you rolled a 1 on one of your dice. Doesn't that give you something?
I sure did. But because Annie Oakley ain't got nothing on me, once per session I can re-roll him his attack and nail him with a ricochet. So hey, guess what? None of that happened.
Okay.
So, 10, 6, 6. That's better. Oh, but I can't math.
17.
11, 17.
Oh, and I rolled a 9. Nice. Yeah. You torch a bunch of them. Nice. Yeah, they seem you've got a whole section, and so the big ball is now like bouncing, and it seems to like change course and head towards your direction, Deadeye.
Mm.
And one of those was a creepster critter.
What's that?
One of those was a creepster critters. So
Used a
Top one of
D6
those.
from the
Oh,
event.
okay, great. Yeah. Thanks. All right.
So, just wanted to bring this up. I don't know if it matters at all, Don, but Deadeye actually had some of the protein business, the stuff with the egg stuff. So if any of the way they interact with one another is by pheromones or smell or anything like that, it's possible that they might regard him as something that's like themselves.
Ah, good point.
Didn't you also dab some on like perfume at some point?
I did indeed.
You did indeed. Good reminder.
well, let's pass it to Jack.
Okay. So, so you said some of them are gawking in awe, the creature critters. I figured that like some of them doesn't mean all. So maybe the other ones aren't getting an eyeful of what they want. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off my clothes too. And
Oh yeah.
and very flashily. Make sure everyone, all the critters are, if they're not already paying attention, they are now. Sort of a chain lightning, and I'm going to try to get as many that are in a clump together as possible.
Okay.
All right.
As you're doing that, you hear a, "What in the hell are they doing?"
That's how we do things, boys. All right.
Hey, jacket guy, we're gonna need you again.
Hey, if one of my teammates is
Definitely turn around. We don't need to take any eyes out.
one of my teammates it's exposing herself, then I figure like I can do the same. 12. Oh wait, no. I am using some of the business of the creature critters. And can I take
some nerf herder.
Yeah, take some nerf herder and creature critter in there?
Oh yeah.
So I rolled 12.
Okay.
But I'm gonna roll this a 2d6. Oh cool, my 12 stayed. 6, so a total of 18.
Nice. So let's see here.
Wait a minute. You gotta do that again, Chris.
All right. Using your naked self, you explode many of them. It seems that some of the rest are just kind of scattered, and they seem to be retreating somewhere.
Uninterested in both boys and girls?
What's that?
Uninterested in either boys or girls? Just not...
So one of them stops, turns at you, and goes...
Because that's not emasculating at all.
God, there you go.
What are you laughing at, little nerfy thing? Jeez, what are you packing? Come on.
Yeah. So, and then it seems like the big ball is all that's kind of left.
Now we just need a gigantic cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who goes next?
Has the big ball gone in a while?
The big ball has not gone this turn.
What's up?
The big ball hasn't gone this turn.
The enemy.
The enemy.
Ooh.
All right. So, how deep into on the second round are we? Enough so the enemy should go.
Wait this round.
Okay. Let's have him go then.
Okay.
I think that's what I heard you say, Gary. Not sure.
Yeah, Vlad, Wen, and the enemy haven't gone this round.
Oh, okay.
It
And Winch, you're close.
yeah.
Yeah, that was last round.
Scratch.
Yeah, it was first round.
Scratch the enemy. Then I'd like to go. I'd like Wen to go.
Okay.
Wait, there's a when to go now?
Yep. Wen to go.
Yeah.
He hasn't shaved in a while.
I mean, I might as well use all of the things around me to my advantage. So I should probably partake
Well, you have
in that young co-ed.
So you have a straight upright bullock that you could use as a pole that could probably get some attention.
I could, but then he would be even more useless this round.
True.
I came into the game kind of late. If I have to play a prop this session, I'm okay with that.
Very generous
You'll
of you.
take that hit for the team.
I'm gonna succubus on the co-ed who is in various states of disarray.
Okay. You find one that's not being eaten.
Yeah,
And
I
she's
don't want to take
super
one that's
into
being
it.
eaten. I don't want one that's being, that's busy.
Yeah.
You don't want to share one.
I'm not sharing. Not with those things. They're gross.
Right.
Come on, you've had Aaron.
So let's see. What is there any free invokes yet left? I mean,
You've got one nerf herder. And
There's the just seeing things and above your pay grade.
probably not. Well,
Your
yours,
country.
that the guard is coming down, and that the soldiers seem to be coming down onto the field to give you guys a hand. They're
all right.
You know, you could snap Isaac out of his haze by telling him it's above his pay grade.
Good.
You can't afford what you can't see.
All right.
One time he'll take direction.
So I can use a nerf herder, and I can use an above pay grade. Is that real?
I'm not going to say that you can use that one right now.
Okay, but I can use nerf herder.
You can totally use nerf herder.
Okay, I got a 13.
Okay. And
Oh wait, can I invoke? No, I've already invoked that aspect, right? How do the aspects work?
As long as you have faith dice, you can invoke aspects.
so if you have faith
That
dice,
many
you can
times.
totally do it.
Oh, I do. Hold on. Then I can add a thing.
Okay.
And roll. Woo! I have 18.
All
But I
right.
used a faith die.
Yeah. That's good. Okay. It is going to defend with a 13. So that is a success with style.
It is.
And the big ball comes apart into a giant mess of these little fur balls standing there gawking. I'm just going to do that for the rest of the session.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Screenshot Brian.
It looked like a lot of fun.
All right. And we are at the half-hour mark for the rest of this session, so I am going to go ahead and spend 1, 2, 3, 4 demon dice.
Whoa.
And pick this up a bit.
Oh, goodness.
You see on top of the science building, you see a guy like what looks like a scholar's robe, and he's holding a book in his hand and what looks like a keyboard in the other, and he says, "Let the portal open!"
That's the He-Man movie all over again.
And you, there is a rift that just sort of shakes the air and splits very near the dorm that you're at, but it's off closer toward heading inwards campus towards the girls' dorm, but it seems it seems to erupt like closer to you guys right now. Opens up, and from there emerges this blacky substance, and things just start attaching to it. These little critter balls kind of roll over to it and start like finding little places and getting onto it and being embedded into these like mouths all over its body. There is a familiar one of its legs is kind of this familiar tentacly blacky stuff that you recognize from the pool. The other leg is like made of food, and it sort of slumbers through the rift, and splitting down the middle of this blackness is a familiar gargoyle that you remember from the hallway. It had a power glove on it that I think Jack grabbed, and
Wait, I missed that. A power glove, like
a Nintendo power glove.
Nintendo Power
Oh,
Glove.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And if you are, whoops, this side, so this, the gargoyle looks a bit like that. His hands are covering his face, and you hear this shriveling sound, this whiny voice, and he says, "Oh God, it's starting! I'm so sorry." And from there, what else do we have? Oh, the one of the arms is like a bunch of coiled tentacles and computer parts and cords and college students that are jacked into the neck and things kind of coming out of it, and it seems like it's like this Voltron arm of students and technology together. And finally, the other arm. Is there anything else we didn't use? Oh, mummy shark. It's made of mummy shark.
Is Sarah asleep?
I'm totally still here.
She's role-playing, making out with the co-ed
Gotcha.
Yeah, right.
off screen.
The co-ed's the table she's leaning on.
Mm-hmm.
And so it bellows forth, and you all take. Where is it? You all take a mild condition of living nightmare, essentially. It just evokes things that you have been afraid of, and you didn't even know it.
Oh man.
And
Arcanes.
it attacks everybody.
How big are we talking here? Are we like second story or?
We're gonna call this 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would be about 2 stories.
And I'm not gonna do it, but all the while you hear this. Oh dear God! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh God! Get out of the way! Oh please, don't let me do this. That's going on over and over and over, coming from the gargoyle that is currently the head of this monstrosity.
So this gargoyle was a statue.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's talking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was it made out of? Was it like bronze or stone?
Stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are we going into initiative, or can I just attempt some kind of knowledge roll on it?
You can attempt a knowledge roll, but then it's going to attack.
Okay. This would probably be appropriate for my turn, though. What I'm going to invoke my my aspect, Agent K. He's a Balchinian, and that's my ability to point out weaknesses to other people for exploiting of massive damage.
Yeah, I'll say that you can do that on your turn.
Okay.
Law, did you want to do something, or?
Oh yeah. National Guard! Look! He's totally stoned. Kill him! I point at the gargoyle.
Got it. Yeah.
I think I'm more terrified of the National Guard hopping into action when they see a stoned person. Oh, scary monster! I don't know what to do. Oh my God, it's on drugs!
Right.
Where do you score? I want him.
So the tank is making its way onto the field.
Yeah, baby.
And
War on drugs.
yeah.
Old Abrams.
And it takes both arms and just like sweeps the field with a forceful attack using killing you as a discipline.
I should have taken that.
Yeah, why didn't we all take that?
Yeah.
Seems like a handy one.
And it's going to yeah, I'll just do that.
These fucking min-maxers, right?
Right.
Power gamer.
Wait, why does that? Did I really just roll that shitty?
Yay!
Wow.
Slow shark arms.
The broadside of a barn, are we?
This was going to be so epic.
Oh, it is. It's still epic.
It's super epic.
For us.
Dude, you gotta hide your dice rolls, man. We gotta. I mean, this is before anything. I mean, sure, this looks like a game. This is a show. This is a show, and I think the audience at home is really expecting something fucking amazing right now. And I feel like maybe showing your dice is just not the way to do that. It's
I
just
feel
too.
like an implosion would be pretty amazing.
Yeah. Impress us with your ability to totally implode.
To just
Go
die.
away.
All right. Well.
Yeah, imagine if I made you implode like this.
Whoa, that's super impressive.
Right? You don't want to mess with me.
Defend against a 7.
I got an 8.
Wait, everybody, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, that's
What
not a
happens if I
problem.
tie?
Can you remind me how to do a defense roll?
It's just like a
Hooray!
normal attack roll. You're just using a defend
I
action.
got a 9.
There is a fan suggestion to attack the guy that's commanding the thing.
I'm on it.
I got a 12.
Yeah.
So could I use my mystic arts and my cleverness to put up like a protective ward?
You sure could.
Okay, that's D10. Oh, hi, Maddie. I'm rolling dice, yeah. You have Mama's water. Hold on, guys. I have a guest. I should have locked that door.
Well, what did you get?
Some get a lot cleaner and polite.
Yeah. Hello, Madeline. How have you been today? It's been a while.
I could have sworn that was a cartoon in that room. And it was just
Oh, you
too
have
adorable
little-
sounding.
You have little Superman bows. Hi. The entire internet can see you right now. That is a triangle. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I rolled an 11, by the way, so that's
Okay,
me.
fair enough.
I totally forgot what you were doing because I was enraptured by a little child.
Yeah.
That's actually her superpower.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming no one took any conditions.
What happens if I tie?
You take no conditions.
Okay.
Wow, wow, sad clown. Okay. Right.
Teaches you for taking kill me as a discipline or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to go after the dude on the roof. Can I get up there?
Sure. Yeah, you can try.
I can, like, covert up. Maybe I should put pants on first.
We should have kept one of those flying sharks.
That's what I was trying to think. I was trying like, how do I get to that thing? Maybe we can get a lasso around the flying shark arm
Yeah,
thing.
I tried that, and an asshole killed it.
Maybe an asshole won't, show his face this time.
So is
who's
everyone
going?
going to try and get up to the building, up to him, or... Because I was just going to yell at him.
Yeah.
Somebody can maybe yell at him to distract him, so I can, like, get up behind him and shank him.
Well, I'll happily do that, because what I was thinking is I'd run out into the open, point up to him and go, If you don't call off what you've created, we're going to take your children into custody with protective services, and tap the above your pavement.
So your plan was to filibuster. Well,
Just keep talking. That would maybe create an advantage for me then.
Yeah.
So do we have an initiative here now?
I'm just going to go ahead and choose when to go. When to go.
All right.
Wendigo.
I mean, I want to sneak up there.
Well, you are part demon, so... Or you are a demon.
I am full demon.
You are a full demon. What do you want to do?
Can I, like, pop up behind him? Is that a thing that demons can do in this universe?
Why not?
Sure.
Great. Then I'd like to do that. It seems like it's also a physical obstacle, yes?
Yeah, we'll make this a overcome because you've got to, go some distance, and if you're going to use like magic to teleport and appear there behind him, or if you're going to sprout wings from your back and fly to him, or whatever you want to do.
I want to do whatever will be the sneakiest, so I don't think I want to do the wings route. I think I would rather pop up behind him, sort of cover myself with a cloak, and when I uncover myself with a cloak, I'm behind him. Boom, boom, sort of
So
thing.
are you using the shadows to travel through?
Yes!
Wants to dance.
Nice.
Yes, I am.
Bam, bam.
Yes, exactly. And I got, oh my god, you guys, math. 14, 16, 16.
Ah, well done. You succeed, and you are appeared behind him.
Okay,
All right.
everybody needs to keep his attention down there so I can stab his kidney.
You don't think he's noticed you.
He just eyes on Gary. We will take all that you hold, dear.
I'm old. Listen to me.
But while you're up there, you
Yeah.
hear below you frantic pounding.
Like in the building?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who goes next?
Let's have Jack go next.
Oh, man.
What?
Nothing. Okay. So, big, huge monster thing that is an amalgamation of lots of stuff that we fought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well.
And by the way, there is another party in the lineup here, which is the National Guard. So you may choose them to go as well.
Ah, okay. Well, oh, are you talking to Sarah?
I'm talking to all of you.
Okay.
That is an option.
All right. So, how would I command them to do so? Do I even need them to do, or can they clearly see the threat? I thought maybe I was needing to use that above your pay grade.
He's just saying they're an option for choosing the next turn.
They can have a turn. You can create advantage for them. You can do your own thing and whatever you want to do. I'm just letting you know that if you want, they could take a turn in initiative at some point.
Okay.
Is a resource available to you?
Got it. All right. So I'm going to don the power glove.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to quickly do a cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the power glove, aim for the gibbering gargoyle.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. All right, so we'll just do this guy and this guy, and we're gonna go and roll, and that is terrible. 3.
All right.
You got any
Sounds like you
ones
get
there?
fake dice for that one.
So he literally just kind of, about as epically as my monster bashed everyone, thrusts out his power glove, does this, gives a grin, points his finger, and nothing happened.
I look at Jack and say, "Wow, that was so bad."
Thanks, man. I know what you meant.
Power glove joke.
Jack, it occurs to you that it might be, since there was this game. Unfortunately, all the power's out. But you think with your electricity and blah 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 that you could somehow engage the glove, i.e., create an advantage to power the power glove, and potentially use it on a successive, or somebody else could.
But it's too late to do that now because I already just did something.
But I'm just saying that that may be an option for you. Who goes next?
The military, the National Guard.
Okay.
Aim for the golem thing, or not the golem thing, but the what is it called? Troll?
What the hell is that?
Gandalf thing.
Yeah.
Aim for the head.
And
gargoyle. That's what it is.
Right. So it they are going to do one of
About
these.
a second.
Oh yeah, where's my six? Oh, you poor people. But they are weekend warriors, so they're going to do one of those. Oh. Okay, so that's a 10. Essentially, so they're trying to figure out what to do, and some of them have shot themselves. Some of them they're arguing about who's in charge and what to do and what is the protocol. And essentially, by the end of the turn, they realize that they just need to call in the order so that they can shoot the tank and actually have permission to do that.
What?
So they spend a round discussing red tape and then just determine what they're going to do.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And so Deadeye.
All right. Well, since if it's got a gun, I can shoot it. I'm going to commandeer that tank because these idiots don't know what they're doing.
Way to go.
So I'm going to go talk them out of it.
Okay.
So
You're going above their pay grade, right?
I'm absolutely going above their pay grade. I'm going to convince them not to worry because they're just seeing things. And I'm going to use my friendly as I'll get out to just kind of social engineer my way into getting in my own tank.
Got it.
So I'm going to do this, let's call it cleverly. Where are my dice? God damn it.
Yeah. I'm going to say that based on the last roll, you're aiming for a 10.
Oh, easy. 1, 8, and 8. 6,
Yeah, that's what the end boss said when he came out with kill you.
6.
Yeah.
7, 6. Oh, I'm definitely there. 6 and 6. Oh, wow, there's more coming. All right. 10 and 6 and 7.
23.
Thank you. 23.
Yeah. You can even shoot the tank.
Excellent. I shoot the tank.
Okay.
I'm aiming for the gargoyle.
Yeah. Let's see here. It is going to defend with quickly and regrouping. And yeah, I don't know that I want to spend my demon dice yet. Shoot. Oh, damn it. Oh!
Many this round.
Which
All
which
right.
sound effect was that, Chris?
1,
Close.
2, 3. Ouch. Yeah, you blasted hard.
Do I need to roll an attack? Or?
No.
Okay. Well, I know I'm going to beat you, but by how much? Or is that part of my initial roll?
I'll just say you did such a great job. You just hopped in there, lined it up, and completely.
All the way.
And it's left too. So
Yeah. All right. Who's going next?
Goodness sakes.
Who we got? Let's
got
go Bullock. Yeah, let's go Bullock.
Look,
All right, so after firing the tank, I mean, what am I looking at? Like, what's left?
So it's got a big hole in its chest, and it seems to be like, but it is starting to regroup tentacles and fangs and critters and stuff are like trying to attach itself and pull itself together.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
it is starting to like the light is bending around it a little bit, so sometimes it has this weird visual distortion.
okay. Well, I'm going to use clever mystic arts and K. He's a Balchinian, so that we can point out exactly where this guy's weak point is and kick it.
Okay.
Kick it in the no-no button.
That's right. Get 12, 15.
Yeah, its weak point is the guy on the roof.
Guy on the roof.
Yeah. You think that if you can take him out and stop whatever he's doing, the portal or the rift that opened might suck this thing back through.
Just push him off.
I know, you guys. I just need to stab him. Just like
Okay.
I'm so close.
So I convey that to the team. I'm like, the guy up there, fuck him up. Trust me, the puppet guy.
Okay. So I think it's Gary, Vlad, and the monster that's left.
Well, we should probably get the monster out of the way, right? Or I mean, who hasn't gone the longest?
So I think it's been a while for Gary, and it's been a while for Vlad, I think.
The monster really, I mean, doesn't really do shit when it's up, and I'm interested in putting on a good show for these people, so I gotta toss it to Vlad because it's always entertaining.
Yeah, hello. I am the American general in charge of the National Guard. Yes, please shoot the guy on building. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am American Guyovich. Yes. What did I tell you? I told you it'd be great, and it was.
Totally dead. Yeah. In the head. Yeah. Right here. Okay.
I'm going to use Eastern European Mastermind to see if I can, encourage the National Guard to bring in an airstrike or something.
All right.
Murder!
This is going to be a 15.
All right. Okay, and we don't have any D6 up there, but I am totally gonna try anyways.
So you're calling in F-22 Raptors from the nearest Air Force base?
Yes. And, gosh, I'm gonna need a demon die.
Okay.
All right. Again.
And with a demon die, that is a 16.
All right. You have created an advantage called what?
Kaboom.
Not Kaboomski?
Kaboomski. Yeah. Kaboomski.
Okay.
We're losing the therapist.
I'm totally still here.
Okay. Boomski is there. Vlad, who's next?
Monster or Gary?
We don't have any choices other than...
Monster or
Enemy
Gary?
or me?
Yeah.
Well, we should probably
Monster.
go with Monster so it doesn't get to go twice in a row.
Yeah.
All right.
You're like, I forgot. I thought maybe you'd forget that rule.
Oh shit, that's a thing you can do. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's pretty much got one Hail Mary left. So it's going to do another mass attack. It's gonna like rampage, run forward, and try and just attack everybody as possible. And he's gonna do this flashily, killing you. And he's gonna spend wrong in 4 dimensions. And contagious.
Uh-oh.
Um,
And he's going to roll higher than 5.
yeah.
I also have unpleasant.
I'm using flashy, so because I'm a Transformers perversion, I get a +2 when I flashily attack with a weapon that's not part of my body. It's going to pick up some co-eds and some college students and use them as
Floppy
Nunchucks.
clubs.
and
Nunchucks.
yeah, that's gross.
Chicks.
All right, what do we got here?
13.
13.
In a way, I'm proud of you, but in another way, I wish you didn't release that onto the world.
Do you know how long I've waited for you to tell me that, Brad?
Numb chicks.
All right, you're looking at a 15.
15. So
Yep.
to everybody, yeah?
Everybody.
Okay.
No, wait, I'm not down there.
Yeah, Wen is not a part of this one.
Sweet.
I'm taking a condition.
Okay.
Okay, if you take a condition, you have, if you take more than a mild, at least part of it is going to be contagion.
I have 1 mild.
17. Clear and 5.
All right. Boom. Boom.
Mild
17.
nunchicked condition.
None chick.
All right. So I'm going to use
Tank.
I'm going to use covert ops and sneaky to try to get out of his line of sight before he launches the attack in the first place.
Okay. It's got a
So then I
nun
can-
chick in one hand and a nun jock in the other.
Yeah, I know the range of those weapons. I'm going to try to jump out of it before he even makes the attack. That'll be a 1 and a 7, so 8. Shit. I gotta add 5 to that. So yeah, demon dice. Let's do it. That's a 1.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
going to go
actually,
ahead and
just take a hit.
spend all of my demon dice. And let's see here. Do. Oh wait, wrong.
Okay, before you actually roll this, I say to like he's coming in swinging these people, and I'm like, guys, watch this.
What are you doing? You already rolled.
Well, so what I was gonna do is because he rolled a 1 on his demon die, I went ahead and spent both of my demon dice that I had left to re-roll everything, and I rolled shitty.
Oh.
So can I be up against that instead?
Yeah, so is that like a retroactive, like what he really, or it really did? It really, is that
No,
the damage?
It was basically a second.
9.
Oh, okay.
But only against Bullock.
Okay, so that 9 meets my 9.
Yeah.
So what happens?
Nothing.
So I'm like, hey, watch this. I get ready to jump over it, and I just like fall down, and it passes over me. And then I stick my head up, and I'm like, Did I do it?
Good Charlie Chaplin, huh? Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So we're good. On to Gary.
Yeah, let's go, Gary.
Got it.
I'm going to try and restock the above your pay grade advantage.
Okay.
Calling down. We've already got the call in for fire support.
Yep.
For
I'm going to say your target is 10 because of the previous success on Kaboomski.
That's cool. So I'll carefully do that. And call for fire for effect on the target because we've already established that hitting it with a big tank shell works quite well. So fire for effect at the center mass.
Okay.
And we get a 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That is enough to give you 2 of them.
Nice.
Okay. Well done. And I presume you want when to go.
That would be a click, yep.
I want to stab him
All right.
sneakily. I got a 16. To his vital organs in the back. That's that.
Oh, man.
Let's call him dead.
Yeah.
He was a bad man. He deserved it.
He's going to quickly defend using combat. I have no demon dice left, so I can't provoke any aspects.
Combat miracle.
Or Isaac Sponge.
Yeah. You spork him to death. She knifes him in the kidneys just as a helicopter comes by and like riddles him full of bullets. The portal opens up again, and a wind, just a vacuum, starts pulling everything into it. Everybody on the ground
Summon Hoover.
needs to make a 15 overcome.
Oh man.
Sorry,
What if you're in a tank?
What if you're in a tank?
Yeah, that's a pretty good bonus, I'd say. I'm going to spend a faith die just before I roll, tagging my stronger than he looks to grab hold of a tree or something, just to make
Sounds
sure he's
good.
not.
I'm going to invoke Kaboom and fire the turret in front of me, shoving me backwards.
Nice.
I'm going to. I still have the power glove. Actually, it's on the left hand, right? So I still have the power glove, and so I'm going to spend a faith die and try to like supercharge it to grant me more power, and so I can just put it into the ground and like not go anywhere,
Okay.
or whatever's better than the ground if there is something around there.
Right.
And I'm actually going to strike a triumphant pose so solid that I don't go anywhere.
Damn it, why didn't I think of that one? I'm seriously kind of coming up short here.
You just pass out and go limp.
Yeah, go boneless.
Just hope
You
it
can't pick up
closes
toddlers
before.
when they go boneless.
Breathe on the portal. It'll pass out from the fumes.
Can I try to encase myself in like a gravity field or something, or just kind of like lock myself in position with a force field or something with my mystic arts training?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to put up that protective ward that I've pretty much used every time except for the whole fall down in my face thing. Yeah, so I'll throw the mystic arts. 5.
You have 3 die 6 in front of
Nice
you.
knowing you.
I have. What was that?
You have 3 die 6 in front of you.
Demon die 6.
Demon dice.
True.
Grab a couple.
Can he
What about-
invoke Can he invoke above your pay grade somehow to like?
I have another idea. Dawn.
To gravity? Or
Well, for
No.
like maybe there's a bunch of like soldiers
Wait.
around like dogpile.
Only the purple ninja could save him now.
No, you're close, Matt. So Dawn, I still have that genie's lamp in my jacket
Does
from forever ago.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So I would like to whip that out and wish that the purple ninja was here. And Silent Jim.
Damn it.
A little table of people having coffee.
Yeah. The purple ninja appears in front of the monstrosity, ho, 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 kicks the thing, and also goes with it into the portal. And
Oh.
the portal closes. And you hear, Arga Jubilak!
Arba Jubilak?
I'll get you, Bullock! Ho, ho.
Oh, okay. Arba Jubilak! Like, what is that?
Not the first time he's ever arba-jubilaced me, let me tell you what. He's arba-jubilaced people all the time, am I right? Silly guy getting eaten by a portal. Oh, that's a...
Purple ninja was throwing up alcohol on that Christmas day.
All right. And you have officially ended Chaos and Hell Week.
Yes.
That's right. The fellow on the roof turned out to be one Professor Miles Sneed, who was masterminding this whole thing and set this all in motion. You learned a great deal about the esoteric fellowship of the Crawling Chaos and Crawling Chaos LLC. You've saved many lives on campus, but not some.
we saved most of them?
That's true.
Yeah.
Totally counts. It's like horseshoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saved more than if we hadn't been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was
The,
definitely a quorum.
Right.
The National Guard is like super impressed with us and stuff.
They basically they kind of froze when it was like against what they were supposed to be doing, but as soon as Deadeye started telling them to start picking up the trash and making the place, put the university back in repairs, like they went right to work, and all the students got back into their dorms, and power was restored, and Gary was able to essentially provide you with the perfect cover, and
Yay, Gary!
and you are able to get out with
Our anonymity.
yeah.
Great.
So Jack probably wants Isaac to hand over his genie lamp ex machina by now,
Why?
and like to turn it into the proper authorities like I was supposed to do when I totally said that's what I was gonna do with the last
yeah.
team.
Yeah, no, that's good.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. First thought was like, why? That's a really useful tool. And then the second thought was like, but it'd be in the hands of Bullock. Oh, yeah. Okay.
As you leave, you get the sneaking suspicion, like you hear almost in the like distant thoughts of your mind, mocking snickers.
the worst candy bar to be mocked by.
Exactly. I was like, Mars bar is way better.
Yeah, if we got mocked by Three Musketeers, we could kick their asses. But
Yeah.
well,
yay.
Yeah.
It was a long one.
We'll happily offer to take that lamp back to HQ for you.
I mean, I was gonna do it. I mean,
Yeah, that
like,
sounds.
I
Well,
was
he's-
gonna. Like I said, I was gonna, and I just haven't
totally.
yet. But I haven't proven that I won't.
Well,
Right.
actually, you by not doing it, you kind of have though. So
Yeah, but you had no proof that I wasn't gonna.
you're true. Tell you what, why don't you fulfill that prophecy now and just give it to Gary, and Gary's going that way anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick
Yeah,
up
but
that.
I mean, like, because I mean, if Gary, well, how well do we know Gary?
Very, very well indeed. I've checked out his background, and it's immaculate.
Yeah, perfect cover for a guy who's gonna go on like a drug-fueled binge on a genie lamp. That's what I would do and have done.
Also good cover
Hypothetically.
for the guy who actually has legitimate background. Anyway, I'm gonna grab that book that dude was holding and that keyboard just for shits and giggles anyway.
Okay.
And I would like to study that book under certain parameters that make everyone safe. Later, not here.
Right. Sounds good. All right.
Let's
So
go to bed.
kind of a long form of running the show, rather than trying to cram an entire adventure into a single evening.
How did you liked it?
That worked well.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I'm saying fans, let us know if you
Oh, there's one loose end though.
Only one.
Yeah, there's one that I can think of. There's one that's character relevant for me. So Isaac, ends up near Wen at one point and is just kind of like, oh hey, I mean, yeah, I mean they're nice, but I mean whatever, right?
Yes,
Well done.
I think her shoes are also very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I just don't want things to get like awkward between us or anything. It's not like I wasn't even looking.
Right.
So
Because,
Also, when her clothes back on, Jack never did.
just the power glove.
I can see it now. There's a poster in the training academy. All the tools I need, and it's just Jack.
Right.
By the way, before we sign out, which is something we have to do because it's late, I want to remind everyone who doesn't already know about Dead FM as well. Please check your mobile device for wherever you get podcasts because we put out a podcast full of news from Dead Gentlemen and also audio sketches and things like that, or anything that we thought would be at least mildly entertaining. And the next one, November, should be really, really special.
Great. Yeah.
And last month's was particularly crafty, much like the episode.
And yes,
Check
and
it out.
last month was really awesome as well.
Was. It was really fun. I didn't even have to talk for very long.
Anything you want to say before we cut out here, Don?
No, other than book is in final layout right now, and I think I
Today we
mentioned.
found out it wasn't as done as
What's that?
today we found out it wasn't as done as we thought.
Yes,
We're
right.
missing something.
We
but I'm on
forgot
it, guys.
2 entries in the back of the book, and Jimmy miraculously found that. So, but so the current book here is over 200 pages, or just around 200 pages. I think the final book's going to be twice that, and it's looking like we're going to get a leather-bound hardcover instead of the fake leather soft cover I was going to go for. And
Wow.
our pre-sales did really well, so we were able to earn a little bit more scratch to spend on that. So that worked out really nicely. It's kind of one of those things where the pre-orders for this game continue enhancing the product itself. So
That's rad.
yeah, so those are still going on. If you want to pick up a copy of this game, you can go to demonhuntersrpg.com and place an order for the book. It's a really solid price. I think we're only doing $45 for leather-bound hardcover and be very Bible-like. It's going to have a ton of stuff, not just all the rules. We've even changed some of the stuff from this edition. Mostly just NPC creation is a lot of it. And then we've added a whole thing on mad science and how to create mad science creations and prototypes, and then a whole system on ritual magic, which we're going to adopt for psychic and psionic type powers. So I've got a little table here of how to come up with that. So it's a badass game. We're really excited about it, and I'm hoping a lot of people get into it. So.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot for tuning in.
Also read the Demon Hunters webcomic.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Yeah, that's the thing.